Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Mindfulness Monday. Y'all bear with me as I'm doing another Tru Check In because this is probably my first time pausing again since I have woke up today. So again, give me a moment as I set up what I'm about to do. If you're watching this, let me know how your day has been going, how you're feeling, where your thoughts are, what you're needing. And I'm still going to check in with you.
I'm grateful for many.
Thank you for your patience. I'm about to do a little workout session, a little checking in with myself. Just providing a little bit of what a check-in would look like. Or what it's going to look like today. Trying to get my stuff set up right, y'all. Again, I'm spending this time today just doing a live check-in with myself since I hadn't really done one yet. Lighting my sage. Burning a candle that I have on my oil burner, which on the top of this, just put a few drops of lavender, peppermint oil. Oh, you're not gonna be able to stay right there. trying to make sure y'all can still see me. That's the dog, by the way.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is base for success often feels low.
The tools for the day. Motivation.
To move forward, to keep evolving in life, you have to be
Sage.
You can't be the same version of you who got you to this
Candles.
point. That's not going to get you to the next one.
And a little workout.
But you have a lot of relationships that you had that were with this version of you that got you to this point. But now you got to become somebody new. And maybe those relationships can't go with you. You will continue to move forward in life, but now you're a little bit more isolated, a little bit more alone. But you're also a little bit more aligned. So this is why sometimes success can feel isolating. It's because we have.
And sometimes when I don't have the words for myself, I put on a motivational speech that will pour into me.
Here's the beauty of it. If someone leaves, it makes room for somebody else to come in.
The more you're able to let go, the quicker you're going to approach along this way. Why? Because the more things, the more weight you are letting go, the more light you become, the more open you become, the more
I hope you're having a good day as well.
automatically starting to fill all the gaps that now you have made space for.
So the way to handle pressure the best is you've got to become a ghost. You know what I mean? You've got to become a ghost. You gotta
No matter
disappear.
how loud
See,
the
we're
house
so
is
busy
or what
trying
everybody
to
else is
see
doing, you gotta
everybody
find you a
wants to be
corner.
seen. And if you're seen
You gotta
every
find you a
single
corner
day,
to still do
and
what
it's
you need
the
to do
same
for yourself.
version of you over and over and over again. I've seen that movie. And when I'm talking about this, they disappeared and put in the work. We practice those pressure situations over and over, those shots over and over and over and over again. You're ready for anything that's thrown at you.
It's simple to believe something before you see it. The belief is free. See, that's the issue, is you think you have to see something and then you'll believe it. If you believe it, then you will see it.
Life is really a single player game. It's all good on your head. Whatever you think, you believe, will very much shape your reality, both from what risks you take and what actions you perform, but also just everyday experience of reality. The world just reflects your own feelings back at you. Reality is neutral.
I'm listening to a motivational
Reality
speech
has no
on YouTube.
judgments. To a tree, there's no concept of right or wrong or good or bad.
Maybe you don't have the determination to be somebody better than who you are. And
Can you hear it? Because my background's so loud, I don't even know if you can
you're
hear it.
good with being who you are, that makes you feel good. Nothing I can say to you.
Most people spend their entire lives afraid to even start because they are concerned about what people might think. They tell themselves all these stories. They're going to get laughed at. They're going to get made fun of. People are going to talk. And guess what? They're going to talk it either way. They're going to talk if you go and try and look stupid and fall on your face, or they're going to talk if you don't try and you become just a loser. So people are going to talk, they're going to laugh, and they're going to do it whether you go down the path or whether you don't. And so you have to ask yourself, do you want to go through all that humiliation and then have something to show for it? Or do you want to go through all that humiliation and actually be what they say you are, which is a loser?
Well, the story that we tell ourselves is a byproduct of what happened to us, what people tell us, I guess. So if that's the story, we start piecing together what? An identity. Oh, well, if that's my story, this must be my identity. Now that I know that's my identity, which, by the way, is a false identity, we go into life looking for evidence to validate that identity, and you will always find what you're looking for.
You have to be obsessed with the dream. There's not wanting it, there's kind of wanting it, there's wanting it, there's wanting it real bad, and then there's obsession. I'm obsessed with it. It's all I think about. It's all I do. It's all I work on every single day.
Champions have a clear plan for success and for achieving their goal. It's not just a random occurrence, because a lot of becoming a champion is about failure.
Is
What
it
we
too
get
loud?
to see here on TV is the end product of a very long process of ups and downs. But that process is a very long and difficult one. Sometimes life's going to hit you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. I'm convinced that the only thing that kept me going was that I loved what I did. You've got to find what you love. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life. And the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking and don't settle.
Do you know that you were destined for something, that your life had a meaning, a purpose? Then you can withstand the traumas, the setbacks, the difficulties, the bulk, the criticism, and all the other things.
Hello.
Do you want to play with me?
Sure. You want me to help you with your groceries? This journey with childhood cancer.
You always have to be the person who roots for you before everybody else does. And it's usually a single clap in the auditorium for a very long period of time. People struggle to do things alone. And the path of the exceptional person is one of an exception, which means that you are not with other people. And rather than fighting that or bemoaning it, see it as an indicator that you're on the right path. Because if everyone else were cheering you on, then it means you're not in the right place, because it means you're just like everyone else, and that's not where you want to be.
Feeling sorry for yourself gets you 0% closer to where you want to be. It does not move you even a fraction of a centimeter closer to your goals. You can sit there and feel sorry for yourself, or you can go get a win. You can be pissed off that something didn't go the way you planned. That's totally fine. But the way you respond to it is by saying, you know what? I'm pissed off that that happened, but I'm going to get closer to my goals anyway. I'm going to do something to move the needle anyway. And you know what? You're going to feel better. You're going to feel way better than if you just sat there feeling sorry for yourself. So if something doesn't go the way you planned, go take action. Go get a win somewhere else. While everyone you don't want to be is sitting there crying about what happened, you're out there already building momentum again. Life is hard. Everything worth doing is hard. There is no easy path. Everything worthwhile is hard. You're no longer spending energy looking for this easy way. You're no longer being disappointed because the easy way didn't work. There is no easy way. You are going to regret not taking the hard road sooner. I know you have big ambitions and you want to do these big things, and that's great. But all those things that you don't want to do, all that work that you're avoiding is going to be the reason why you don't get there. What you fail to realize is that if you avoid the work, you avoid the result. If you're going to build anything great in your life, it's going to be through force. It's going to be through complete, rigid dedication and discipline to move forward. And when the people come and they get in your ear and they say, take it easy, you're working too hard, you got to learn to go with the flow, just know that if you listen to those people, you will be exactly like those people.
And every day, the same answer came back to me. Do you want to be on your deathbed knowing that you could, but you didn't? So why do you care about what people are thinking when they're not trying to go where the you're trying to go?
That's gonna happen when you get to the end of your life, or you get to a time where this is over. You're gonna have the greatest poison in your soul. You know what that is? Regret. I wish I would have did more. I wish I would have been there more. And you will never live in peace by living in regret. So I want to tell all of you, when it comes to success, make sure you make it holistic.
I may not know now, but one day I will. You know, and that's what faith is at its core. I may not understand right now, but I trust that one day I will. And it's not my job to try to understand everything. It's my job to continue to make the next step. Continue to just focus on this moment that I have in front of me. You must get excited.
And not just the false enthusiasm of just pure positive thinking. You've got to get excited over some very basic things. One is, get excited over your ability to make yourself do the necessary things. Because discipline is major step one toward personal progress. And anytime a person wishes to, they can make major changes in their life, personally and socially and financially. It doesn't ever have to be the same after today. No telling what you could do today if you really wish to.
I want to be the one that says, okay, I'm going to do it anyway. I know I don't feel good today, but I'm going to go out there and I'm going to prove to myself that even on days that it doesn't feel right, I push myself. The only way to gain confidence in yourself is to build something. It's not to wait for it to happen.
Whenever you think you can't, confidence comes from the thing that you built. You must build belief. You must build confidence. It can't be like, hey, I'm gonna knock that shit out. You gotta look over here and say, I can knock shit out. It's belief, and it's built on what you put in to yourself.
Get up. Move towards that challenge, whatever that challenge is. Move towards that challenge and go attack it. And you may be successful, and you may not be successful, but you will be better. And the next challenge, you're going to be more prepared for. And you're going to fail, 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 and then you're going to win.
Don't accept that fact right now, and you just continue to try to do things the easy way. When you eventually accept this reality of life, all you're going to be doing is left wondering, where would you be today if you had just taken the hard road sooner?
Faith is knowing the door's going to open for your life that don't even exist yet. Faith is knowing that the only possibilities that exist are the ones you create. I need you to believe with your faith. I need you to know if I'm doing the right things, if I'm showing up, if I'm watering the seed, if I'm taking care of my business, if I'm taking care of myself, then at the right time, maybe not your time, but at the perfect time that's meant for your life, that harvest, that crop, that dream, that vision, that purpose, that goal, that breakthrough is going to happen.
First step before anybody else in the world believes it is you have to believe it. There's no reason to have a plan B because it distracts from plan A. Very simple. This is what I believe, and I'm willing to die for it. Period.
I mean, there are no manuals, no shortcuts, no secrets. You write your own manual, you develop your own shortcuts, you find your own secrets. You go where you're drawn to go, and you learn by doing the work. I mean, if you're scared, if it all seems like too daunting, if the machinery of it all seems too big and scary and overwhelming, it's great. You wake up in the morning and you do it anyway.
Don't get better automatically. You only get better because you intentionally make a decision to get better. You have to go from being a person of good intentions to a person of good actions. That's the great separator.
Most important key to achieving great success is to decide upon your goal and then launch. Get started. Take action. Do something. Move. The act of taking the first step is what separates the losers from the winners, or the winners.
Hey everybody, it's Tony Robbins. Listen, I've spent the last 43 years now working with people all over the world in 100 countries to show them how they can improve their lives. I'm obsessed with this question of what makes the difference in the quality of people's lives. You know, why is it so many people have a story about why it didn't work, and if very few people have the actual results? Well, the answer is you need to tap into a consistent system to get you to act.
I'm a loser.
There are times in life when you're going through a hard time and you think you're going through a test. That's not the test. The test is, how do you go through the hard time? And if it's a test that you are designed to fail, how do you handle that failure?
Your story is going to be the greatest story that's ever been told.
I'm so glad that you got overweight. I'm so glad that your mindset's all over the place. I'm so glad you haven't been treating the people that you love the greatest. I'm so glad you haven't been working your ass off. I'm glad you haven't changed people's lives or making enough impact yet. I'm glad you got comfortable and complacent, because when you change, this story is going to be that great.
The understanding that winners write history, which means that no matter how difficult whatever the season that you're going through is, just win. Like, keep going until you win. And then once you win, you can rewrite whatever history you want. And that has gotten me through those harder periods, because I just knew that I needed to get through to the other side.
You really want something? You're going to find a way, ultimately. And it might not be today or next year or 5 years or 10 years, but this thing takes priority and precedent over all other things. When you don't want something as much as you think you do, of course, bro. Just like you said, don't nobody want to live a hard life. We all want to make life easy for ourselves, for our families, for our mothers, boom, boom. That's amazing. And the thought of that is amazing. Sometimes your desire might not be enough fuel. You got to have a strong desire. And when you have a strong desire, that outweighs all other shit.
You are going to die one day, and every single person whose opinion you're afraid of is also going to die one day. And in 300 years, it's probably not going to matter to people whether you did the thing you said you were going to do, or you let people's opinion beat you into submission. And I got news for you. Whether you do it or not, people are going to say it. They're either going to make fun of you for trying, or they're going to say that you have so much potential and you just didn't try in life, or whatever. No matter which direction you go in, it's going to come with some bullshit. You can put up with people's opinions and people's comments and actually do the thing you want to do, or you can put up with people's opinions and people's comments and die with regret. What you choose to do with your life, as long as it doesn't harm anyone else, isn't that important to people. Most people are just focused on their own shit, doing their own thing, worried about their own life. So f*** it.
There is no guarantees. Even if you work hard, there's no guarantee it's gonna work out. I do believe hard work pays off, but no one tells you when. And that's the test. Can you maintain your patience when you don't know when the end is coming? You don't know when it's gonna pay off. You just believe in yourself, regardless of who believes in you.
Take ownership. Don't make excuses. Don't blame any other person or any other thing. Get control of your ego. Take ownership of everything in your world, the good and the bad. Take ownership of your mistakes. Take ownership of your shortfalls. Take ownership of your problems. And then take ownership of the solutions that will get those problems solved.
If it seems impossible, it's even better. You do it anyway. And as you go, like I said, remember that amidst all that machinery, you're the one who's going to make the picture. You and the spark. In the end, they're one and the same. Guard that, because it's precious. Now it's time to get to work.
Maybe this chapter of your life is meant for you to do it alone. Maybe this is the time for you to practice independency, to do the things you've always known, but kept putting off for some reason. Maybe this phase is for you to be a little bored and lonely, because it might be what you need as you're putting the pieces back together. It might not be fun, but it's necessary, because in order to evolve into the next version of yourself, you need to find out who you truly are.
Everything you do, every choice you make, move you in the direction of what you say your vision is. And when you do that, the forces of life rise up to meet you. The reason why most people have such chaotic lives is because they're living in chaos in their head. And as soon as you get clear, it clears up.
You may be in your darkest hour. Know that night don't last forever. There's a morning coming in your life. Stay down till you come up.
You have to learn to do things you hate in order to do the things you love. No payoffs come without sacrifice. Imagine how much further you'd be if you did things even when you didn't feel like doing them. People think there's some complex formula to winning, when the most basic one is do what you said you were going to do before it became inconvenient.
Practice, 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 and do not accept failure. Maybe it shouldn't be repetition. Maybe the answer should be persistence. Because we all repeat something, but very few of us really will persist. Get out there. Do what you want to. Do not accept no.
If you love what you do and it's making you happy, all the hard work and perseverance will pay off. I once had a guidance counselor tell me that I shouldn't play basketball, that it would never amount to anything for me. His negativity towards me made me stronger. You can't stop people from trying to limit your dreams, but you can stop it from becoming a reality. Your dreams are up to you.
The more you value comfort, the less you value progress. Discomfort is a necessity for fulfillment. We are made to face challenges, to set goals and conquer them, and to build great things. Realize that the resistance in your mind is the only thing that makes things hard. So embrace the difficulty, because that's where you'll find.
They don't want you to know about it.
Hey, did you know you might get a big cash payout if you were in a car accident up to 1 year ago?
All right. That's all I'm doing for my workout today. And again, the hardest part is always just showing up. So whatever that was, it's going to be enough. Because I didn't want to do it. I'm going to go through these chakra cards. Do a little yoga. And that'll be all for my check-in today. I'm telling you, the hardest part is showing up and getting started. Again, the house is loud. I don't know if y'all can hear the background noise, but my folks upstairs, the dog is running around. I'm gonna find me some time. Find you some time. And again, when I first got back in town, 2019, 2018, I would go to my car if I needed a moment away from just hearing other people do anything. Or I go sit outside and just stare at the stars, look at the moon. What I'm saying is, you got some time. You can make some time. see what cards we get today. Again, chakra wisdom cards. Second chakra, sacral chakra, sensuality. I encourage myself to express my sensuality and emotions creatively using all my faculties, including touch, voice, and actions, and creative abilities such as art, craft, music, acting, cooking, gardening, and writing. I practice being aware of and enjoying my senses being nourished and stimulated by the natural world, such as by landscapes, people, weather, animals, aromas, and sound. Yes, this is the dog from the videos. Milton. My baby sister dog. Sixth chakra, third eye chakra, wisdom and discernment. I am open to understanding the spiritual truths behind the situations occurring in my life right now. I offer my wisdom to assist others along their path. I trust in a higher source to guide me and to help others who ask for my guidance. I practice discernment and listen deeply within for the truth. I choose to respond to rather than, I practice discernment and listen deeply within for the truth. I choose to respond to rather than just reacting to situations, acting with clarity, courage, and conviction. Fifth chakra, throat chakra, expressing my feelings. I allow my emotions to be fully experienced. I acknowledge feelings of grief, anger, or fear, and I make a conscious effort to express my emotions or resolve them within myself so that I can move forward freely. I let the unconditional love experienced in my heart be expressed through my voice and my creativity. I let those close to me know how much I love and care for them. I forgive all those who have done me wrong in the past, as well as forgiving myself, as I could not have responded in a more evolved way than I was able to at the time. This is the one for me. I'm gonna sit this one out. This last one, I'm gonna ask myself a very specific question. Same thing. Fifth chakra, throat chakra, connect with spirit. I develop a quiet mind that allows me to tune in and get in touch with my higher self or my spirit. I listen for the guidance that is there waiting for me to hear. I am open to the truth and I welcome spiritual inspiration from others. I would benefit greatly by practicing meditation and stillness. I ask for inner guidance to assist me in getting more in touch with my spirit. I know that if I ask for guidance, it will be given. These the ones. Do a little quick reset. Just wanted to share a little bit about how I've been staying connected with myself in the midst of so many challenges and changes, because I feel that it's important. When your life shifts on you, especially when it feels like there is absolutely nothing that you can do about it, the best thing for you to do is to find ways to stay grounded. For me, it's checking in with myself, finding intentional moments of stillness where I can just breathe, focus on my breath, tuning out the noise around me and literally just tuning into myself and my breath. At some moments, or in some moments, that doesn't work. I was laying on the couch yesterday and just the sounds of everybody else's music or TV or just conversations was overstimulating to me. So I had to completely remove myself from that room. I didn't have to tell everybody else to quiet down so that I could find my stillness. I had to find my stillness. I took a walk outside, gazed up at the stars, just had to lay my eyes on something that reminded me I'm right here, right now. I'm safe, and that is okay. But I'm feeling how I'm feeling, but now I know I can breathe. I found that moment. Nature walks, intentional solitude, which just means separating from being with you. Because I need me. And also while in those moments, just allowing myself to feel however I'm feeling. If I'm feeling sad, I feel it. If I'm feeling angry, if I'm feeling pissed off, I feel it. I allow myself to feel whatever I'm feeling, but then I don't allow myself to stay there. If I cry, I cry until I'm done, and you'll know when. And then I pick myself up and I go into the next thing. And that's important because otherwise you'll stay stuck wherever you are. You'll stay stuck in whatever you're feeling. Another thing that's been working for me is working out, going to the gym, because I don't want to go. So whenever I do go, I'm excited or proud after the fact because I did something that was hard. You got to force yourself into some routines so your body will go into discipline mode whenever you don't feel motivated. Find some things for you to do. Also establishing some boundaries. What boundaries may look like too is knowing when you've had enough and knowing when the answer has to be truly no. Because sometimes I've dishonored myself to make sure that I please and appease everybody else. But in the midst of my process and how I'm feeling and whatever I'm going through, I don't always have it. And I have to keep it real with myself to be able to tell you that I don't. So establish you some boundaries. Find some moments of solitude and stillness to just be still, to breathe. And then find moments intentionally to move. You got to know when to do it. You may not always know when to do it, which is why you need to fine-tune yourself so that you'll know what to do. You can always come practice with me. You can always come work out with me. And if you'd like to join the community check-in, we'll be meeting in about 8 minutes. The Zoom link I'm going to add here, but it's also on my stories, on my page, where we're doing a group check-in. However, if you like a private check-in, private coaching session, or anything other than just being live here with me, let me know, and we'll get that scheduled for you too. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you're just not joining in and you go back, you'll see that the beginning of my mindfulness check-in was just me literally checking in and getting my space set up so I can know what I was getting ready to do. Because this was my check-in with myself today, because I haven't had one besides my meditation this morning. The first pause that I've taken. So I'm going to take another pause before I log into my group. So thank you all for tuning in. Holla.